guys, and welcome back to round 5 of Swiss from World Championship Weekend 2015. Once again, we're recording the top table. Oh, and knocking the camera, it looks like. On the left, we have John Heath-Clark playing Jedi from the New York meta. And on the right, Mick Cipra rocking his sexy 2014 World Championship mat there. Mick is playing Imperial and Sith. And joining for commentary once again, my good friend, Tom Melucci. How you doing?
Yo, what's going on?
Good, I'm good. Mick Cipra, top table. Who'd have thought?
Would have thought.
What's he doing? Is he going for 2 times? Double world champ, you think?
No, I don't think he needs another one of those maps.
Looks like he's rocking a very similar deck to what we saw Johnny running last round, actually. Tarkin plus Core Sith.
Yeah, and I'm assuming you Lauren's in here as well.
Right. Oh, and Mara.
Actually, I know that you Lauren's. Well, so this is different.
So this is a different deck, yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe...
Turn 1 resource, Mara commit.
I don't believe Johnny Shen had Mara.
As long as John isn't rocking Kyle to punish turn 1 Mara, this could... that's a good turn 1.
Yeah, we saw a lot of his deck in the last round, and I don't think he is, but...
Yeah, so there we are, following Fate, so we know he is running new OB. You didn't believe me last round, he is.
I didn't see it. I looked away from the screen when apparently it was in his hand or whatever.
Following Fate makes events cost more, whilst it's undamaged, I believe. Mysteries of the Rim.
That lets you move a focus token from Mysteries to a unit.
Yeah, and the bottom one is...
I think it has to be a Jedi unit, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
And the bottom one is every time an edge battle resolves, set the side of the force to the winner.
Correct, and that's forced.
Yeah.
Oh, he plays a Sulon and passes.
Ooh, baby. It is a slow Jedi deck, though. We saw that from the previous round. It likes to play the control game, so probably just building.
Yeah, I feel like that's another one of those he probably mulliganed and we didn't see it because that's not a hand I would keep.
Another control room and a protector for Mara. Eek.
And Mythil.
Oof.
Now, do you just start going aggressive here? I feel like you just send Mara in, target strike, and kill that Sulon.
Mara does work, but again, Mick building his board. Something I've noticed from Mick, he just knows what he's doing every turn. He
loves building boards.
Yeah.
Loves it.
And he doesn't hesitate either. He draws his cards, spends about 5 seconds looking at them, and then realises exactly what he's going to do. And usually that involves winning.
Yeah, he's a pretty good player. I don't know if you've heard.
Yeah, the mat says it all. 14-time Hampion right there. You can see it. You can see it. Obi-Wan with his lightsaber, so shielding and protect. That's pretty good.
And that's the Obi-Wan when Force users die, right?
Yeah. That's the following Fate Obi. Yeah.
So if a Force user was to die, Mara just blows up right now? Like, that's good.
But yeah, and it works as an interrupt as well, so it works on himself.
On himself, yep.
And following Fate's still undamaged, so events are still costing 1 more for Mick.
So he committed Obi, but he did not take the Force, right? Because it's 4 to 5. So the dial does click up to 5. Do you even commit Obi in that position? Like, ooh, a rule by fear.
Ooh, that is brutal.
And Tarkin.
Mick plays the good cards.
It seems like he does. Seems like he knows. Just play the good cards.
Plenty of resources as well.
Yeah, I mean he's not tapped out. He has the Tarkin resource, but ditches a protection.
Nudge.
Got a nudge.
Dial. This is what I'm talking about. These guys they know their decks inside out. They're at the top table. It's turn 3. We're almost finished with turn 3 and we're 4 minutes into this game. These boys know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Bounces. Rule by fear.
Yeah, bounced Kuran. Blanking something? You'd have to assume it's the lightsaber, right? Or did he just blank Obi-Wan? I don't know what he blanked.
Pass. It wasn't the lightsaber because it would have fallen off. It could have been Obi-Wan on the basis that maybe he's going to swing.
But even if... Yeah. Yeah, if he does, you want to be able to kill him without having to lose Mara.
Yeah. Draws up.
Yeah, so he's got a lot of resources right now. He's got 7 open with that control room. And a mouse droid. Such a good unit.
0.
Prevents it with the Sulan.
Quick bit of maths. Oh, Palpy!
Why is that not a promo, Mick? Why? Because you don't play your promos, and I question it every time I play a game against you. Although the original artwork is still amazing, right?
Yeah, it's good. Doing the Mr. Burns pose.
So he used his affiliation card there to blank the lightsaber that time, so the lightsaber is gone.
Yep.
We're just going to commit Pal B, take the Force. That all makes sense.
Building boards.
Both of these guys are just building boards. I mean, because of Rule by Fear, it slowed John down a little bit, but he's still got that Kuran that's probably going to come back out this turn.
That was on 6, I believe, so...
It is.
Light side's got to start motoring. They're going to run out of time shortly.
Dial's on 5, I think.
That was it 5?
Because the nudge and the light side did take the Force that turn, so it only bumped up 1.
Q comes out. Ooh. Needs a resource. This pays 2 for something.
Yoda.
3 for Yoda.
Yeah, I think that's okay. You lock down your own Kuran, but you really want him on that board for the protection and the react.
Yeah, having Yoda there as an available unit to strike is more of a threat. That's for sure. Mick's blanking something.
It's probably Yoda, maybe Kuran. Not really sure.
You've got loads of good targets on the board. You can, again, anytime one of those guys dies, Mara's going to hit Mara or Palpy now is going to hit the dust.
This is true.
So you could blank Q to stop the protect. You could blank Yoda to take the guns away, or you can blank Obi to stop that reaction, the interrupt. Any of them are good.
I think he's just going to go to the Force phase, commit Yoda, take the Force. So Dial's going to push to 6.
Yeah, Docs has...
More board building. So I think this is where... if Mick sees a lightsaber, I would be so tempted to just swing with Mara and kill Kuran. Blank Obi-Wan and just swing.
Yeah. Dial's definitely on 7. Actually, I think the Dial did tick up to 6 last time. I think it's definitely showing 7 now.
I don't know what I would have missed, but...
That's why Mick has a World Champion mat at this point, Tom. You know, he doesn't miss this stuff. No spoilers now. No spoilers. Another Rule by Fear.
I feel like one of those Dials didn't get pushed back for that nudge. We'll see. Another Rule by Fear? Oh, that's the glare card, yep.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Another Protector. Oh, God. Nothing's going to die on Mick's side of the board anytime soon.
Well, not to unit damage.
No. Quarren. Bureaucrat. That is from Sate's Pod?
It is. It is.
Mick, what are you doing?
Mick's a mastermind. You Sate, get back Imperial Fist again.
Seems good. Have we actually had an engagement this game?
No, we have not.
We've not. That's on 7.
So it would be. So he definitely has Uloran. Imagine if that Tarkin Doctrine was Uloran instead in Forced Loyalty.
Yep.
And Mick he can't take the Force back because he doesn't attack.
No.
So.
But he's got plenty of chokes. He can start killing nudges and taking the Force back that way. But Q will just commit as soon as he gets a chance.
He might only have one Vader in this position. Like, I feel like if you have a Mara and you have a Sate, he's probably only playing a 1-of Vader. Ooh, okay, now we got some action.
The boys coming in.
Did he not? He has a whole handful of Fate cards. And he has the other Obi too, but he already has Obi on the board.
All my games against Mick always come down to this. We spend 20 minutes building a board and then half an hour working out one engagement.
See, I think this is the thing, though, is like you can't let this kind of board build, especially for Mick, because he gets this math of what to defend with and how to order the strikes and everything where
for the most efficient, way of dealing with the situation.
And I'm assuming Tarkin's tactics, so he must have he's focused. He must have blanked something. I have to think it's either Obi-Wan or Yoda again here.
Mara's shield on Palpatine wants to keep him in the fight.
And it looks like he definitely has another Palpatine in hand.
No one's got any edge, so it's purely the cards that are going into the stack here.
This is correct. Hey, now the Bureaucrat can cancel Obi-Wan's ability, right? Because it's a triggered ability? Is that true? Let me go read that card.
Call in from both of them. Ooh, 5-9 for Mix. 6-10 for John. I think, if my maths is...
I can't see that bottom card of Mix. Is that definitely a 2?
It looks like a 2. I think it's Mythal, who has 2 icons.
Yep. No, the Bureaucrat's just an enhancements ability, not any ability. Still prevents a Shi'an training, which is pretty good.
Lots of fake cards on John's side of the board here. Protection, Seeds, and a target, I think. So Seeds on Mara. Target and objective.
Where do you put the protection? On Yoda. Oh, no. Yeah, I don't see the protection. So he tactics his Palpatine, which is correct.
Yeah, double
puts a damage on Mythal. Don't you strike with Yoda first and just blow up one of those guards? Because if the dial's at 7, you put 7 damage on a guard, the guard's dead, right?
Yeah, but if you strike with Yoda first, you can't tactics Palpy out in the fight because he had a shield.
Did he? Oh, he did have a shield. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and taking Palpy out of the fight is your priority there.
For sure. So the Royal Guard just did a damage to Obi-Wan. He did not protect it with Kuran and reflect the damage, which seems interesting.
But again, we don't know from the audio. We can't quite figure out what was blank, so maybe it was Ran.
Oh, yep, true.
Maybe.
Yoda's guns definitely just blew up Palpatine, so it wasn't the guns.
Nope.
And actually, that's another thing. If Yoda has his guns, you could strike first with Yoda and just kill Palpy. You don't need to focus him if you kill him. Oh, well.
Well, that was on 7.
If you do 7 damage to him, the 2 guards could sacrifice themselves and Palpy would survive. Yeah.
There's an interesting one for you. As Mick, would you have protected Palpy on that board? Because he's not going to have many defenders of note next turn, and you could swing with Palpy and lock the board down.
Yeah, I mean, I think you let the guard that's committed to the Force die, and you put 2 damage on Palp, 2 damage on the other guard.
Yeah. It's an option. Mick deciding to just let Palpy bite it, though. This game... So that's 1 objective down for the light side.
Dow goes to 8.
Down goes to 8. Enforced.
Ooh, there it is. So now Mick is only on 1 Sith resource left. Plays a Sith library, pays for it with itself. That's a smooth play, Mick.
He's such a troll, Tom.
He did! I saw it.
Oh,
he does have another Sith library, so I'll allow it.
We'll allow it. We'll allow it. Judge rules, no violation.
Now, this is a point in the game where you get sad because you can't see your playmat. And this pretty world champion playmat. You want to see it.
Show it off, yeah.
You don't want to build a board. I want like 1 unit. John's got no cards in hand. Mick is interested in a card count. Sounds like someone wants to do some attacking.
Yep.
Mara really needs a lightsaber so she can go in and... Oh, no, Q-Ron got 1 damage on him.
Mara can't get a lightsaber. You got no Sith resources now, bro.
Oh, yeah, he used it for the protector. So, Kuran does have a damage on him. So, like, at this point, you blank Obi-Wan and go in with Mara and just kill Kuran. Yeah. I think that's what you do.
What is in Mick's hand? He's played 1 card, 2 with the library,
which paid for itself.
Yeah, so he's got another library in hand, I think. So he's either got a boatload of Sith cards that he can't play, or he's keeping back for edge battles. Here we go.
Mick's giant pile of tokens are infecting the board. Royal Guard just took 3 damage. It was splash damage.
Field of duty just took 3.
I think all of those units are attacking right now. I mean, it would make sense if he's sending both the tactics in if he's going to lock down Yoda and Obi-Wan.
Damages following fate as well, finally.
Yep.
Resources,
events. He definitely locks down both of those guys. Surprised he threw the Shadow Guard in there, but... So he has a Royal Guard and a Bureaucrat as a defender.
Yeah.
It's not the best defense, but like he just locked down his 2 biggest units, so that's pretty good.
John's still sitting on, well, I suppose the Sulon and will free up, so he'll be on 6 resources this turn.
So I think Mick missed Nick missed the nudge on the Force. So, there you go. He's switching to Force cards. Those tokens.
Got you. One of those things. If you can't quite follow a board state, you are allowed to ask your opponent to switch back to the standard components. So now, is that request only allowed if you're using non-official FFG tokens? So, like, those the commitment tokens from Nationals? I'm not a big fan, or the ones they gave out this year for Worlds.
Yep. Can you ask them not to use those, even though they're official FFG price support?
Good question. Ask someone on the payroll for FFG, I would say.
I think that's fair enough.
I'm with you, though. I like the cards over tokens. I sometimes confuse them for shields or...
Yeah, I mean, I
just completely miss them. Yeah,
I prefer cards for sure. But I'm totally okay with like custom cards, right? Like,
like
Flip's made a lot of nice custom.
Flip, obviously, for those who don't know, he runs fliptheforce.com, I believe, not .net. He does great promos, and go check him out. So if you're a betting man, who's your money on at this point, Tom? Dial's on 8. 2 objectives still to go for light side.
I mean, I think you got to put you got to believe in Mick at this point. He has a huge board. He has most of John's board locked out right now.
Yeah. I think the one thing that could have saved John there would have been like a Luke and a Force Rejuve for one of the other boys. But
do we even know if Luke's in this deck?
It might not be, you know.
I mean, we see Tassar, we see Mystics, Yoda, 2 Obi-Wans, a Leia, at least 1 Leia.
Yeah, maybe no Luke, which would be interesting. Blanking, probably Leia. Maybe no.
Force Rejuve would have been nice for that Obi-Wan too, because he's about to
the damage.
He's about to bite it.
Dark side takes the Force.
Dial goes to 10.
And Forced will trigger. So that's Following Fate gone.
Which puts the dial to 12, doesn't it?
That's the first objective destroyed, so 11.
Oh, it's the first one. Okay. Sure.
So Mick's just got to close out here with 4 objective damage versus a Leia and a Nudge. You got to think that's doable.
John's got, what, 4 cards in hand?
5.
5 cards. He only played Leia. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a good edge hand, but...
Just another Palpy on board for Mick would be brutal.
No, Mick he edged his second Palpy.
Okay.
But he does have Vader in hand.
Vader. We've got Mara, so that means Rage is in the deck as well, and he is holding the Force. Is that a Thrawn? I see. No, it's a Trooper.
No, but he has a Rage in hand, so...
There's a Rage. Called it. # nailed it.
Bam. I think you just blank Obi-Wan and, like, attack.
just smash face.
Just smash face. That's what I like doing. Smash face. He can't use his... If he wants to play that Rage, he has to keep that, Vader's resource open. He does have a Dark Precog in hand, so he could get a better edge hand.
Do you play Vader, or do you go for Rage here?
Wait, is the dial at 11?
Yep.
Play Vader, Rage, kill the Nudge. Done. Can you just play Force Lightning?
Force Lightning, yeah.
On the Nudge to end the game, okay.
Surely, yeah. Just.
Yeah, so if he had played Vader and then just played the Dark Precog too, he could have reacted with Vader to kill the Nudge.
Yep. Any way to get that Nudge off the table.
Yep.
Would have been game. But, Mick doing what Mick does. Game 1 to...
That was an interesting game where they both built their board.
Yeah. Yeah.
So...
Well,
I don't like letting Mick do that.
You kind of have to sometimes. Like, well, we're seeing John's deck. It's the slow Jedi,
which is why I don't play slow Jedi.
Sit back, hold the Force. Interesting game 1. Pretty quick for 2 decks that like to build. But yeah, Mick takes it.
Yeah, I mean, you have two great players here that are playing decks that they are obviously familiar with.
Yeah,
so.
Top table towards the end of day one in Swiss. These guys know what they're doing and they're playing well. So a great game one. Mick takes it as the dark side. They'll switch up, obviously, and play their other decks. So join us for game two, and we'll see if we can get Tom back, twist his arm, and see if he'll join us for the commentary. So,
thanks for having me.
No worries. We'll see you guys in game two.